Time was the one thing Elias never trusted. As a child, he watched it take things without asking. A summer that ended too fast, a grandfather who promised one more story, a moment that never waited. So Elias grew up believing something simple. If time could be controlled, life would finally feel safe. He studied systems, schedules, productivity. He woke up earlier than everyone else, measured his days in blocks, minutes, seconds. Every hour had a purpose. Every purpose had a goal. And for a while, it worked. By 30, Elias was admired. By 40, respected. By 50, successful. People said, "You've done so much with your time." He smiled politely. Inside, he felt behind. One evening, Elias heard about the watchmaker. Not a person, an idea. A quiet figure rumored to live outside the city who didn't fix clocks but adjusted experience. Time doesn't change, people whispered, but how you feel inside it does. Elias laughed at first, then couldn't sleep. A week later, he went looking. The watchmaker's shop was small, no ticking, no machines, just light, dust, and silence. "You want more time," the watchmaker said without looking up. "I want control," Elias replied. The watchmaker nodded. "I can give you a gift," he said, "but not for free." Elias didn't hesitate. "I want time to slow when I'm busy and disappear when I'm bored." The watchmaker placed a simple object on the table. No numbers, no hands. "Use it carefully," he said. The cost isn't time." Elias didn't ask what the cost was. He never did. At first the gift felt miraculous. Meetings passed in seconds. Long workdays collapsed into moments. Years moved efficiently. Elias accomplished more than anyone he knew. While others complained about burnout, he optimized it away. But something strange began to happen. Conversations felt thin. Laughs ended too quickly. Holidays passed without weight. People aged faster than his memories of them. One day his sister said, "You never really arrive anymore." Elias checked his device. Time was working perfectly. Then came the day he didn't recognize his own home. Photos on the wall showed moments he couldn't remember living, smiles he didn't recall earning. A woman stood in the kitchen. She looked familiar, tired, distant. "You missed dinner again," she said quietly. "How long have we been married?" Elias asked. She didn't answer. She just looked at him, as if searching for someone who used to be there. Panicked, Elias returned to the watchmaker. "I did everything right," he said. "I used time wisely." The watchmaker finally met his eyes. "You controlled time," he said calmly, "but you traded presence." Elias shook his head. "I didn't agree to that." The watchmaker replied, "You never asked what the cost was." "Can I undo it?" Elias whispered. The watchmaker nodded once. "But this time," he said, "you'll feel every second." Elias agreed. Immediately the weight returned. Silence felt heavy, regret felt slow, moments stretched, but so did warmth. Laughter lingered. Eyes met longer. Simple days felt full again. Elias went home. The woman was gone. So were many years. Time could not be reversed, only re-entered. Elias never tried to control time again. He stopped measuring life by output, stopped racing invisible clocks. He learned something simple and painfully late. Time doesn't need to be managed. It needs to be felt. And that was the part he almost lost forever.